Now, you mentioned that it's very difficult to be a black cultural
Worker,
worker.
yes.
Um, I guess, what are some of the problems that you encounter, other than that people don't buy your work, or people?
The problems are that if that's the work that you do, finding work. Where do you work? Where do you do this thing that you do to feed your family and yourself? I mean, I know very few black artists who are dilettantes. This is not a leisure habit. I mean, this is what you spend people can understand. If you're a plumber, nobody would ask you to fix, a sink for free, knowing that is your work. But if you're a writer, people think that you can just write something and you shouldn't get paid, or you should get paid a little bit. And I don't think people are educated, all the people are educated to understand what it means to be an artist and to have that as a work, your livelihood. We have some dream, some fantasy about the artist in an Eiffel Tower in a garret. I live in New York. A garret in Greenwich Village rents for about $600 or $700 a month. It is the most picturesque way of living the life of an artist. I don't want to live in a garret. I just want to live in my nice apartment and be able to pay the rent, not have landlord problems. So for that, I'm willing to work, and I want to have a place to do my work, not only for my livelihood, for my creative livelihood. Because I want to. This is a work I love, and I feel that I am fortunate because I can work at what I love, not just like. It is a thing I want to, but it is very difficult for all artists. I'll give that up, white and black. And being black is very hard, and being a black woman artist is extremely difficult. But on the positive side of it, I'm very happy that I'm free enough to be able to choose that. And so I'll go down and take whatever comes with making that commitment to my work. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to stay. I just come from people who got a lot of staying power, and I'm going to stay. And they're going to look up 10 years, I'm going to still be there. They're not going to push me away. I will not be moved.
You, as we've been talking earlier, you are the only black culinary
Anthropologist.
anthropologist. What is this? There must be.
There are, I'm not only the only black, there are no white culinary anthropologists. I am the only one in this country. I don't know about the rest of the world. I always find it presumptuous when people say the greatest actor in the world. I don't know. I just know that I'm the only one, white or black, in this country. A culinary anthropologist is a person who researches and writes about, as an anthropologist, and I use food. I talk about foods, where they come from, how they affect our cultural life, how they affect our national life. Foods to me, like music. And so I write about that.
Now,
I know all kinds of wonderful things about okras and watermelons and apples and
that's what I was going to ask you about. Do you not only just write about food, but you write about specific
yeah,
kinds of
where it came
foods?
from, how, for instance, a watermelon is an African fruit. And when Stanley met Livingstone, they were growing wild in the Congo Basin. Okra is native to the Nile Valley in Ethiopia. And cowpeas that we eat so much in South Carolina came over from, they're originally from India, but they're prehistoric. And they came over from Africa, made the Middle Passage along with us.
I must ask you about Southern women. That there has been a lot written about the preference of Southern women over Northern women. There is a certain mystique, according to some people, about the Southern women. Is there anything to this?
Oh, yes, there are some men who have the good taste and sense to choose Southern women and Southern oriented women. Uh, Northern women, I live in the North now, right? So I'm not putting them down. But something happened to us when we went north, and something was lost. Um, and I think that there's a thing about a mystique about Southern women that is very attractive to those men who can deal with it, who are not so Northern themselves, that they prefer another style. Um, I guess we are, uh, the, Well, I can't say. It's a matter of taste. Just let's say a lot of men have the good taste to like Southern women.
You are in South Carolina this summer to work on a project. Tell us something about the project that you're working on.
Well, I'll be working in the lowlands, uh, Beaufort and St. Helena Island, Dufusky Island, and I will be have been working for about 2 years now with Jeannie Matissimi, photographer. Jeannie is an excellent photographer and a good friend of mine, and we're working on a project on the like Gullah um, traditions, and also doing an awful lot of work on Dufusky. By work, I mean I'm writing about it, and she is been photographing, and we'll be working some more this summer, and hopefully sometime next year have a book.
That you'll tell us about again when
Oh
you
yeah,
come
we'll
down
let you know.
here.
Yeah. Well, I also have a new book of my own, and my pub date is January 1st, 1980, and it's
What's
published by Doubleday and Company,
the
and
name
it's
of it?
called "And If I Show You My Tenderness."
Tell us about the book.
Well,
A
the
little
book
pitch
is
for
the
the book
book
here.
is so pretty. It is so wonderful. It's just a collection of people and places I've been, and um, all the things that have happened to me since my first book came out in 1970. My first book was a cookbook called Vibration Cooking, or The Travel Notes of a Geechee Girl. And if you want to change your life, write a book. See, everything changes and everybody starts to treat you different. The man in the corner store, your family, um, everything changes for you. So I wrote this book about that, and included in it is some of the, um, I guess, pieces, articles, an article about some of the articles that I've done. Sometimes I've gone